Hey y'all, it's Megan Elizabeth here with AboveRubyStudio.com. Totally different angle, totally random view. We're hanging out at Cody's house again today, and because of that, we're doing some metal stamping. So I have all my metal stamping stuff with. Thankfully, it just all fits in my little like shoebox tote that I wanted. I just brought a whole bunch of blanks with. I have my block, I have my Impress Art hammer, all of my Impress Art alpha sets, which I like the Bridget font best. Like, that's my favorite of their fonts. But I can't wait. I haven't gotten it yet, and I know I've like said like 3 times in different videos I'm getting Lollipop, and I am going to get it. I just keep putting off ordering it because there's some other things that I'm going to need to get, and I'm actually just going to wait till after I move at this point. So I also have some of their brand new pattern stamps, and I also have their new bracelet bending kit, bangle bender. And it's actually just called the bracelet bending kit, and I did a video with that for the LS Forte, and that's already done. And I have a couple other things like the rhinestone setter and like the circle, you know, the little punch for the pieces. I love this dandelion. Isn't that dandelion awesome? It looks so cute on stamps or on different things. And then even like these sets, the alpha sets, they come with really cute, really cute little like flourishes and hearts and swirls. That's the Ballroom Boogie set. This is Bridget, which I guess you cannot really see because of the way that is cut off. This is one of the Bridgets. This has the peace sign and a smiley face, a heart and a flower. They're just really, really, really cute. So there's different things that you can do with that as well. And I just want it to play for a little bit. I also have, which I wanted to show you before, and I forgot to, where's my tape? See, things are still kind of a mess in here though, and that's just being honest. And I know this is like a really random weird setup, but I thought, you know, it could be kind of fun for us to kind of like talk face to face. I don't have on makeup. We've been working. These little tiny mustaches too. I've been thinking about doing something with these mustaches. I think chot. I wanted to do something with those. There's like a whole, I have a whole stack of them. Where's my tape? Did I leave my tape at home for some reason? I probably left it on my desk after the last video and didn't even notice. I really, oh, no, there it is. This is the straight tape, which is really, really awesome. And I'm thinking it's going to be really helpful for the metals, the bangle bracelets that I'm going to do. One of the things I want to do is the fruit of the spirit. So it's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control, which I think would be really cool. And this time I am leaving that blue protective coating on it while stamping. I didn't realize I was supposed to do that in the last video. And the other thing that I want to do is, I'm trying to decide which one I want to do it on. These are actually from my jewelry shop. These are not Impress Art. I think I'm going to do it on, one of these guys. These are my word charms that I use like all the time. I usually just do one word on it at a time. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 of these, and they're going to say won't be moved. And I'm just going to do 3 separate ones. And there's kids running in and out. Like, this is like a different kind of thing altogether. So hopefully you guys still enjoy the tutorial and you get inspired by what we're doing today. And I'm just going to do these 3 that, again, it's going to say won't be moved. And I'm going to do it in the Bridget lowercase font. So what you do, all of the Impress Art stamps have the letter right there in the front. You want to make sure that letter is facing you when you're working, and you want to use your metal stamp block. And I'm actually, you know what, I'm going to do it backwards. So if I'm going to do it backwards, let's see here. There's my apostrophe because it's going to be a won't, so I'm going to use the apostrophe. So let's do T. All right. So I'm going to actually start with my T at the end of the charm, and I'm going to go kind of like a right side justified here. And I'm not going to use the tape for this because this is a really small thing, and I just know where I need it to be. to kind of make it work the way I want it to. So there is my letter T right there on the end. All right, now I'm going to do my little apostrophe. Apostrophe. Okay, and I'm just going to keep doing each one of these guys right on here. I think Brenly B is coming over here to say hello. You want to say hi to everybody again? You want to do?
Hi.
Hi. What do you? What's happening with you today?
Having fun with Jen and Benson.
Yeah, Jen and Benson are here having fun. What else is happening?
I'm playing.
What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today?
Play.
Yeah? Play what?
Play hide and seek.
You're playing hide and seek?
Yeah.
What else is happening?
That's loud.
It is loud. See, it says won't. And then we're going to do one that says B. B-E. And we're going to do it, again, rate justified. So I am all the way at the end of my charm. And the thing with this, too, is that I'm going to use some acrylic paint today to fill these in. We're going to wait for your mom to come to fill them in and show you guys kind of the end results. And let's grab... I'm keeping them in alphabetical order, but...
Today, I'm going to make Daddy.
Oh, you're going to Daddy's? Yeah?
Daddy is the coolest guy. He's strong. He can lift me up so high.
Yeah?
Yeah. And honestly, when I stand up, when my daddy lifts me up,
And now we're going to do this. So we're going to start with the letter D at the end. And go this way. So here's the E, B. It happens. O, and the M. And so then we'll have the 3 charms that say won't be moved. And then we're going to fill them with acrylic paint. And then we're going to do the fruit of the spirit next. So come right back at you. We're going to make a bangle bracelet for Cody because she has 7 kids. And we know it's really difficult to track down like a mother's ring or... Cody's here. You can see her hands. Jazz hands. And Grady's here too, but you can't see him either. But she has 7 kids, so it's really difficult to find like a mother's bracelet or mother's necklace for 7 kids. So what we're going to use is the Impress Art bangle bracelet maker and make a mother's bracelet with all the kids' names on it, but we're also going to include the fruit of the spirit from Galatians 5? Galatians 6? Galatians 6. And I know that I don't know the reference exactly, but I know it's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. And the kids sing the song all the time. But anyway, so Cody can tell you a little bit more about the fruit of the spirit and what it means to her and her family. Go ahead, I'll let you tell them that, and then I'll tell them how I'm doing it.
Okay.
And we're playing Oceans in the background because that's like totally...
So we decided, we were talking today, deciding about how to do a mother's bracelet, and I just felt that it was really a great reminder to me to have the fruits of the Spirit along as I lead my children, as I pray for my children, as I conduct myself as a mother, just really how I've been called to live my life. So I thought, why not combine these fruits with my children as a constant physical reminder of what I'm striving and inspiring to be as a wife, a mother, a friend, and just have these precious names on there as to remind me what God has blessed me with.
Yes. I think it's really awesome. And I also made Cody, you guys saw with the recent Impress Art, I made her the LS Forte jewelry as well. So you guys saw that tutorial. You can go back and check it. It's at aboverubystudio.com. You can also check out the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe so that you get updates on these videos. But what we did to kind of start out, and I know this is a different setup, this isn't studio setup, and this isn't like high quality, so forgive us for that, but we wanted to just come at you guys and be real and fun. So what we did was we wrote out all the kids' names, because with 7 kids' names, I didn't want to get anybody's name spelled wrong. On top of the fact that it really helps you kind of figure out placement. So what I did was I counted out each letter of both the fruits of the spirit and the kids' names, and I marked the center point. Not that this bracelet is going to be like a professionally made, absolutely centered. This is still a handmade item, which makes it from the heart and fun, which is what, you know, hand stamping is all about too.
Absolutely.
So we just kind of marked it so that you have a rough estimate, and I am using, because I didn't show you guys before, but I am using the straight tape that Impress Art makes, and what it allows you to do is really kind of line up your letters to get a more straightly formed line. So I have a piece here ready for my next line, because we're going to do 2 lines, one for the fruits and one for the kids' names. And so what I did was I kind of taped down my bangle. And this time what I am doing is I'm leaving that blue protective film on the bracelet to prevent scratching and anything else, which I didn't do the last time. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do. And what I'm thinking, I have the uppercase and the lowercase of the Bridget fonts, which is really awesome to have. Bridget is one of my favorites next to Lollipop. What we're going to do is use the lowercase for all of it, because it's just a little bit smaller, and I think it'll look a little bit cuter since we're having the 2 lines on our bangle. So this is going to take a little bit to stamp out, but as you can see, N is kind of the middle of the kids' names. So that's kind of where I'm going to start, about eyeballing the center, and then I'm going to work my way out both sides. And that's what really helps you to have your letters kind of lined up, and then using the tape as well. So if we start with the letter N, like we're planning on here, and actually Cody, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you all the letters to kind of drop on the floor. I just dropped them on the floor! And they were in alphabetical order too. That's perfect. I was going to let her kind of like hand me the letters, so this will hopefully go faster, because we're doing more than 100 letters. It's going to take a while, but what you're going to want to do is basically kind of find your center point. And what I am doing with it is really just letting the tape catch my stamp. And one thing with Impress Art that makes it so easy is that they actually imprint the letter right there, so you know exactly what direction it needs to face. Many stamps don't do that, metal stamps that you buy at different craft stores. So having that there is a great guide, so you don't have to try to figure it out, because you know what, when you look at this, it's really tiny. So to be able to tell which direction it's actually facing is kind of difficult. This is a great guide. It's all of these. So Impress Art, the other thing too I get asked a lot is about the hammer. The thing with using an actual like metal stamping hammer is it is weighted differently than just your home hammers, you know, your home hardware hammers. So having that really does make a huge difference in the impression you get, and to make it like a one strike kind of thing. So I do have my metal stamp block, but this is actually a really nice block as well. This is just a block of wood, and when you have a large like bangle like this, you can either use a large metal block, but this wood actually seems to work really well. So like I said, I'm really just gonna eyeball, I'm gonna let it catch on the tape, and I'm gonna give it one solid hard whack at a full, like straight up and down angle. All right, and then we got our N right in there. So the next we need is, are we going backwards? We're going with the E.
Right.
Yep, that's totally fine. It doesn't matter. We can go backwards or forwards. So now we're going to spell Addison backwards. So we're putting right next to it, and I just launched it. But it lines up perfectly right in there. And I'm going to show you guys after we finish, we're just going to use a black permanent marker to fill it in, which is what I almost always use. But you can also use acrylic ink, and there is different jewelry inks that you can use as well. But I really like the way that an acrylic or a permanent marker basically cleans up. We did these already in the tutorial, and you can see I filled in, like here's our word moved. And you can see, like, it just fills in with such a nice little bit of color that you can read it, and it cleans up so nicely. And that might be a little close for you guys to see, but, and I know I don't have my normal studio lighting, but I think you guys can kind of see that. So, it'll be really nice to hang these 3 charms together, and Cody can be reminded that she won't be moved no matter what situation that she's in. I love making bracelets and jewelry for friends and other people. So, anyway. Okay, so what letter do we have next? The S. Okay. So S is going right next to the E. It's going to catch on there and one solid whack, and it lines up perfectly. All right, and we're just going to keep going until all the names and everything are complete, just catching it on there and lining it up and giving it that whack. And it's going right through literally the backing, or I'm not the backing, what is it called? The protective film, which is kind of a backing like we're used to. So we're just going to kind of fast forward through some of this because this is a lot to watch. Yes. And I'm just going to, again, like catching it on the tape, giving it a solid whack, catching it on the tape again, making sure that letter's facing you, and keep going. And we're doing just all lowercase, and then I'm actually going to put a dot between each name and each word. This is included in one of the fonts that I have. It's just a simple little dot, and that will help kind of show that definition separation, and also give us a guide as well. But it's fun little decorative kind of thing. All right, so that's our first name on there, and then we're just going to build it out and build the next line, and then we'll come back and show you guys. We'll show you how to start the second line.
Here, Mom.
Sure. Okay, guys, so now what I'm going to do while the kids are all coming out, I have all of the first or the bottom line done. Now what I'm literally going to do is place my next line of tape literally right on the top of that as straight as possible so that it is spaced as evenly as we can get it. And I'm going to just tape it down to my mat, my board, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, get it as straight as possible, and it covers completely over that bottom line so that I can just catch and then not go over top of what we already stamped and have it really good and clean. And what we decided, because literally the kids' names really did take up a lot of real estate, I thought we would be able to get all those letters on one line. We're not going to be able to. We got 48 characters on one line with the bangle bracelet and have a little bit of room on each side. There's literally about a fingertip space on each side, which is perfect. Like for a bangle, it's totally fine. But to do literally almost double the letters of all the fruits of the spirit, we're going to kind of cut the words down from being kindness, goodness, faithfulness. We're just going to put faithful, gentle, kind, good kind of thing. And that'll save us about 20 characters as well. So we're going to go ahead and just do that, and then we'll show you when we're ready to use our permanent marker what our bangle looks like and how to bend the bangle into a bracelet. Thanks, guys. Okay, so now what is done is our whole top line and bottom line. So I'm just going to remove our tape, and it might peel back the rest of the protective layer, which is okay. We're going to actually get rid of all of the protective layer. And then you can see we have all the words pretty close together, lined up all the way across. So now what I'm going to do is take our black permanent marker, and I have a paper towel around here somewhere. Oh, and what I'm going to do is just really draw and really make sure that ink gets all the way in the indents of each one of the stamped letters so that it really colors them in. And permanent marker works just as great as like acrylic ink or even jewelry, you know, fillers and stuff you can use as well. But I mean, most people have a permanent marker on hand of some sort, and you can use any color. I really like the way black looks, personally. And then if you're having issues getting it to remove from the flat areas, just go over it again and wipe it, and it should come right off. It kind of works like that dry erase kind of feel. And I like to use diaper wipes or paper towel. Either is fine. Either is fine. And you just want to really get in there and buff it out. And you'll be able to see your letters perfectly indented at the end. Because the permanent marker does dry so quickly, when you go back over it with the permanent marker again, it just kind of gives that dry erase effect that like lifts it off. Do you know what I'm talking about, Cody?
Yep.
So you can just kind of see it like almost erases it, which is weird, but it does. And then you just wipe it off again until it buffs clean. And then you'll have your nice colored in letters without tarnishing the actual plate. And this is aluminum, which stamps so well. And you can just literally see all your words kind of just pop out and come to life. And yes, it's really tiny. You have to get up close to really read it and see it. I even did a little heart at the end. But that's what makes metal stamping so special with this kind of thing, is that you can get so many words on here and all the kids' names. And it's such a memorable piece of art for Cody. So now we have all that done. You can see it all on there. All the fruits, all the kids' names. And then what we're going to do is grab our metal bender, our bracelet bender, and this is all part of a kit. You can pick it up at pjjewelrytools.com, and it's so easy. So Cody, check it out. All you have to do is stick this one end in, and you just simply bend it around. Very simple. And the more you bend it, obviously the smaller it gets for different wrist sizes, but it really is just that simple to create a beautiful cuff bracelet for you to be able to pop right on your Proverbs 31 wrist there, and we can kind of adjust it and squeeze it to your size as we go. And it's on. What do you think?
Wonderful.
Isn't that awesome? Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for checking out our Tuesday tutorial today. A lot more metal stamping, scrapbooking, card projects, all that good stuff at AboveRubyStudio.com. And I would love for you to come over to check out LifeAboveRubies.com as well, where we talk about business, life, and balance the way you want it. It's real life, it's real fun, and it's real business growth. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.